नमस्कार. जरी कल्मशांचा आगरू, तू भ्रांतीचा सागरू, व्यामोहाचा डोंगरू, होऊनी अससी. दिस इज 53rd Ovi from Dnyaneshwari Nityapath, means daily recitation of Crux ovis from Dnyaneshwari. 108 ovis collected by Swami Swaroopanand, my Sadguru Swami Madhavnath Sadguru, his Sadguru, Sadguru's Sadguru. Now, kalmashacha aguru means if you have done bad deeds, sins for example, and you feel and you understand, oh, those were the sins. Tu bhranticha saguru. You might have, lot of conflicts in your mind. Vyamohacha donguru. You might get attached and attracted towards some temptations many times. Still, once you meet your Sadguru, once you come across such sentences or guidance from the wise people, that you come on the path of relevance, self-enlightenment, self-realization, that your all deeds become so pious and pure, you start feeling inside your mind that this is nothing but work is worship. At each moment, at each heartbeat, pulse beat, blinking of eyes, inhalation and exhalation, and thinking and everything. So, you try to understand. In the past, you might have done a lot of fantastic things, but now you remember that once you listen to these things from your Sadguru or wise people, you should come on this path. You sit on, make a boat of that sentence and just sail the life, sea of the life, ocean of life. That is what he is saying. Gyaneshwari Maharaj. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to say Vedavakya. Wow, what a sentence he has spoken. Even if you have done a lot of good or bad things in the past, still come on this path, you will get released from your, recycle of the life and birth. You will go out of bound of this repetition of life and death. Your soul will get released into the infinite soul and get merged into infinite soul. You will become a yogi and bhakta forever. This is based on 36th verse of Gita from 4th chapter. Api chedasit papebhya sarvebhya papakrutamah sarvam jnanaplavenaiva vrijnam santarishyasi. It means you might have committed a lot of mistakes and sins in the past. Still, once you get this knowledge on how to get rid of all these things and sail on the boat of the sentence, the guidance, the direction of the Sadguru, and you can sail the ocean of this life. And Sadguru's guidance is the best boat you can have. That is what he is trying to say. Now, many a times, people say that, isn't it a straightforward path? I say, yes, it is. Then many a times, we had a conflict. Once what happened, few people were sitting and they said to someone, Ashish, call him and ask for a glass of water for each of us. I said, please bring water. He was there in the kitchen. He didn't bring. So after half an hour he came back. Oh no, I was doing some kind of other work. Now these people said, go and bring water. I went and brought a jug of water, a glass as well, and brought it to them within 10 seconds. Now he said, why you do the work immediately? Because within 10 seconds I brought this water, and to quench the thirst of a person is one of the best thing to happen in every religion. So within 10 seconds I given it. Now I have 23 hours, 59 minutes and 40 seconds in my hand. I shall do other good things in my life. They started thinking, they said, it has been said in front of me, we try to teach our children that first you do your work and then do others' work. I said, but by fulfilling or quenching the thirst of you, it takes only 10 seconds and then I shall do my work. So they started thinking whether we are teaching our children good thing or bad thing, we don't know. But now we have started thinking over it. I said, please think over it. Because in many of the offices and all those places, people give more importance to their job, their salary, not to the public service. And that is why a lot of people have lost trust in the government organizations and governments. It has been the survey conducted by one American organization, and that is what I am telling you. 86% of the public around the world, they don't trust their governments. Whether monarchy, whether anarchy is there, democracy is there, autocracy is there, whatever crazy is there, socialism is there, democratic setup is there, whatever it may be there. So we'll have to think over it. Another example I gave last time. You see, once I was working in one company. So what happened, our finance manager didn't come. So my general manager came. We had flat organization. So he said, Ashish, can you pay the toll tax, Octra and Aka, that is what known as at that time. Yeah, and tomorrow pay it and don't come tomorrow. As you live just 10 kilometers away and we live 26 kilometers away, so you get it done and do your work at home. Don't come tomorrow. I said, why? They looked at me and they didn't know why I said why. So next day at 8 o'clock I went there. 7 o'clock I got ready and then went there. And my number was first. I paid the Octra and Akamis toll tax, Octra tax. And I brought both the trucks, one coming from Jaipur, one coming from Bombay, Mumbai. Means at that time we had a factory in Kurla, for example. So I brought it. 11 o'clock I came. How can you come? He said, my boss said. I said, I came. As I came 2 hours, I went at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock I paid the Octra tax and brought the trucks over here. As I came 2 hours late, so I am signing here right now. I shall work 2 hours extra. He just did like this. And the whole department, these people are very dangerous. These straightforward and simple people are very dangerous. I said, why? What did I do wrong? Your GM specifically said that you get the work done and stay at home, because people, in the name of paying Octra and Aka and all those things, they pay the tax, go home, do their work. I said, I am not like that. To pay the tax, I went started at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I reached there and remained first in the queue and paid the tax, and I brought the trucks because it was my responsibility. I brought the trucks. Trucks have been downloaded over there. I am here and signing here at 11 o'clock, and I shall work here 2 hours extra and I shall get my work done and whatever the work has been told by general manager. Then people become so alert and awake, they started avoiding me because they have their own agendas in life. I shall come, I shall just sign, go and do fantastic things. That's not the way. That is not the way. Your work is office work. Your work is office work. Your work is government work. Your work is that work feeding your family. And this office work, this government work, your family work is also God's work. If you don't do it as a work is worship, office work cannot become work is worship, housework cannot become work is worship, and even studies and your breathing also cannot become work is worship. Every moment we can live such life. So it has already occurred to me. It has already, you see, people said, why you live so straightforward and all those things. I said, what have you faced in life? I have faced death in life many a times, at least 200 times. Then, you know, people putting a gun on the head, that also I experienced. An accident where my whole family was going to die. Next second, we didn't know whether we'll remain awake or, I mean, alive or not. Our car started and there was nothing. We were going like this and something struck. Nothing was seen. Nobody saw anything. What struck us? Our car went like this, down, down, down. After 7 circles, it stopped at one place. We didn't know whether we'll fall down in the valley near Bombay. I mean, if I got, in 10th standard, I suffered double typhoid. People in my house and my friend didn't know whether he'll be alive next day or not. If I got some extra life, why should not I leave it for the uh, God's cause, for the people's cause, for the good cause only? So you have to decide. Whatever we do, that should become work is worship. And another thing, this everybody in the world should know. If 8 billion people are there, they should know. 10 billion people are there, they should also know. Why? Those days are gone that, the war is going on some 5,000 kilometers, so it will not reach us. Forget about that. Pandemic has proved that each and every home can get affected. In 2011, December 2010 and 11, we were discussing a lot of things. There was a situation, many scientists hide those things. There was a situation, then tardigrade came out from Antarctica. It was found almost 900 meters down, okay, in the Antarctica ice. Similarly, there are certain viruses which were found at the seabed as well. May it be 4,000 meters depth or whatever it may be. Imagine those viruses, they have suffered all the atrocities, still they remain alive for billions and billions of years. If while we are drilling for oil and all those things, they come into human domain, whichever injection is we put, whichever vaccine we may take, those viruses can adopt themselves and cure themselves, but we cannot cure ourselves. This may happen. The environmental catastrophe I'm talking about. Why it happened? Because we have created a lot of sins in the past, the human civilization. We have created a lot of, confusing thing. There is no right 1 or 0 is not there. A lot of gray areas there. But in straightforward life, only 1 or 0, yes or no is there. And because of that, human civilization is in trouble. If all the people come to know about all these things, they start doing work is worship, then only we can achieve sustainable development goals on Mother Earth or Moon, on Mars and beyond, wherever we may go. Jnyaneshwari was written to create Swananda Bodh pattern. Dasbodh was written to create Anandvan Bhuvan. Gita was told to make every human a realized soul. Ramayana was written just to create Ram Rajya everywhere. Every book has aim, remember. Every book has aim. And it has been told in the past, Sarve Pisukina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Apniyat. We are still discussing, but we couldn't achieve it. It is the fault of whole humanity. And if you don't achieve them, we will never be able to achieve sustainable development goals in future. Why can't everybody live a pure and pious life? Everybody can live, and they should be allowed to live and still earn money by hard work, smart work, whatever you may call it. But honesty, truthfulness should be given importance in the human civilization. Otherwise, there could be more wars, more pandemic, more destruction, as if human civilization like those things. Okay, so whatever you have created may have created in the past, not as a single individual individual or in the society. Sins might have created a lot of bhrantis, a lot of fantastic things might have created a lot of temptations, and all those things are there. But still everybody should live pure and pious life. Everybody should go together, and then only these things are possible. Ram Rajya, Shashwat Vikas Lakshmi, Sustainable Development Goals, Anand Bhuvan, and Swananda Bodh Patan, and all those things, which can be created inside every individual and can be created everywhere as well. Okay, let us try to live with each pulse beat, heartbeat, inhalation and exhalation, blinking of eyes, thoughts, and everyday life till death, a pure pious life, so as to become yogi and bhakta forever, nitya mukta forever, everybody, including us. Thank you very much.